Hey everyone, so this is how I've made 375 in 16 minutes trading Nasdaq, as you guys can see here. A bit of a slow day. I risked half, a bit less than half actually, and took a little less than 1 hour. But yeah, I'll show you guys what happened and why. So going into the day, okay. Let's go start with a higher time frame. Okay, so first of all, on the daily, we swept the daily lows, and we swept this previous daily low right here. On the 4 hour, we are doing bullish order flow and closing above highs, and we closed above the 4 hour gap, which was the first objective of the week. We also swept the 4 hour lows right here, and so that means when we sweep the 4 hours, the lows of a consolidation, we expect to go to the highs of the consolidation. So at least here, but I actually want right here. So we are bullish, but bullish does not mean that we're just gonna long in the middle of nowhere, honestly, because we have expanded already a lot in the PM session of yesterday. And what we expect after expansion, it's either retracement, okay, to continuation, or consolidation. So I was trying to see where we could make a consolidation today, where we can form one. And there was no levels, like there's no 4 hour levels that I usually use. The gap is right here, right? Order blocks, I really don't use them. The 4 hour highs right here, so I was bullish, but the only level I really had was the previous hour high, which is happens a lot when we expand a lot into a level that everyone thinks is like it's going to keep going higher, and then the 4 hour highs create opposite momentum. It happens also right here. And so yeah, we set the 4 hour highs, we see ISD lower, okay, but I did not want to short any of this because it could just be a retracement to going higher, the typical retracement to long trade. However, I couldn't long this one, even though this 50-minute gap right here, even though it's on the weekly open and we in the midnight open and on the 1 hour gap, and it's on the OTE as well. Actually, I'll show you guys the OTE. It's on the OTE entry as well. Like, it's a perfect entry here. Because the model itself is not like catching these moves. Maybe I could have done it on hindsight, I guess, but the model itself is entering on the continuation into the highs right here, and so I wanted to trade right here. But since right here we already shifted and inverted the 50-minute level, and on the 5-minute we also closed above the order block, we are already on a bullish momentum, and so I was looking for a way to get in this move, because we have the 5-minute confirmed, the 50-minute confirmed, the 1 hour confirmed, and the 1 minute confirmed, and so everything is confirmed. So I waited for this gap right here, the 5-minute, because waiting for a 50-minute here is over confirmation, right? Why would you wait for a 50-minute when everything is confirmed, right? So as soon as we tapped there, I was looking for an entry, but here's where I had bad luck, because like we closed above these highs, we had no gap, we created no gap closing there. We closed above these highs, we made no gap, we closed above these highs, and we finally made a gap right here, which is very late in the cycle, and that's why I risked less than half. And then I woke up a bit sick today and a bit with the flu, so I really was not with the mindset of holding this trade, right? So I just trailed as aggressive. I just want to get out of the trade. I just want to take my profits and leave, honestly. Did not want to have to tolerate all of this, because already so tired of waiting for this entry. Like, I was going to take a break from trading, like 5 minutes, to like reset the mind here, and then I saw the price going up. I was like, oh no, I gotta do something about this. And so yeah, I put the limit. I hesitated here a bit. I entered, like, I put the limit right here, got filled there. Stop loss right here. Why? On this leg in specific, what I saw is we had a lot of wicks that were rebalanced, order blocks and then closed above. So we wicked here, closed above order block. We wicked here, we closed above this order block. We wicked here and we closed above order block. So technically my stop loss could be here or here, both valid, okay. But I wanted to I wanted to be a little safer, so I put this entry, the stop loss right here on this one. Cause yeah, we could have easily just taken this and continue back higher, but if we had taken this low, like the probability is that the 50 minutes gap would be in control, right? Cause we have a gap right here, so you'd be like, oh, you have a 15-minute gap. Why don't you short? It's your model because everything is confirming bullish. I want this gap not to hold. I expect that this gap will not hold, and so I am betting my money that this gap will not hold. So if this gap holds, well, this stop loss right here or right here or right here, it doesn't really matter. We're losing anyway, so. And that's why I kept this logic, and the stop loss was actually very good. I'd say the stop loss was amazing. The only thing bad about this, I would say, is my trailing. I trailed too fast, honestly. I would have let here break even, and it would have taken like the 1.75, yeah, the normal that I take, honestly. Would have let it break even and take 1.75 or 2 or whatever. Could have done both. I think this is what I could have done here better. I think this is the only big improvement on the day. Other than that, very clean day. Very good read, very good assessments of the conditions. I entered after risk because also we were. I entered after risk because we were on the upper side of this 1 minute range, and we're already on equilibrium, and we had this 15-minute gap here. Although I expected to not hold, it's still a lower EV to it because I'm longing against a possible resistance level, right? And so yeah, that's exactly why I just made this money today. Didn't make more. Overall, good day. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow.